Welcome to the Guinto Bros podcast. My name is Guinto, and here with me is Kendall Guinto and our regular special guest, Jericho Belmonte.
What up?
What up?
We would love and welcome to the podcast Randall Delacruz and Ken Gavina.
Hi.
This podcast is for the politically incorrect, ignorant, or downright stupid commentary by the Guinto Bros and the few that roll with us. So tonight we are discussing guy code. And since it's 2018 and societal norms and gender norms are a little different and blurry these days, but we grew up in a time where guy code was kind of sacred. Do you guys agree with that? But we still violate them, and we'll go through a list written by, what's the website?
WallStreetInsanity.com.
Yes, there's at least 50 guy codes. So we're going to discuss...
Sounds super... All of them. Sounds super credible.
Okay, so we'll discuss each one, see who violated each one, and if you agree that guys should follow this. So obviously number one is bros before hoes. Do you guys follow that rule at all? I know I don't, but we'll discuss further if you want.
Harsh, bruh.
Randall?
I've never have gone for the hoe before the bro.
So, details? You never...
No, I've never been in that situation. I've never had to be in that situation. I've always fucked with the bros before the hoes.
Jericho?
I think it's super situational.
And what situation are you talking about?
I think if you can choose the hoe if you think that she's the one.
Let's not call them hoes. Let's call them females.
Have a little class, man.
I was following the context.
I know, I get it now, but then...
Okay,
we'll call them
going
girls and females.
forward, we'll do the females.
Yeah,
forward.
okay, so the females. If the female is the one and you think she's the one, with whatever just definition you want to give the one, and then yes, you can pick the girl before the bro.
Right.
Ken?
Yeah, I guess I agree with you on that. Like, for example, I don't know, I'm being the only married one in this podcast, I guess I can have a little bit of a different perspective from you guys. But if my wife says, like, be home now, and I don't really want to be out anyways, I'll probably listen to her at that point. But, like, even before we were married, I would agree with Randall as well that I've never really been put into a position where I had to choose one or the other. And I think if you're forced to choose between one or the other, then either there's something faulty with the friendship or there's something faulty with the relationship.
Ken, Dole.
Yeah, I kind of agree with all your guys' statements. I think the bros before hoes kind of thing, it's, I think, you should follow it, but I feel like at the same time, like, it does get broken quite often.
Right.
I think that's just how it is when someone, like one of your friends is infatuated by someone and potentially wants them to be, or like go on a date with them, or start seeing them, or be their, boyfriend and stuff. So I think they would want to commit to them before their friends,
Right.
if they're that interested. So I think sometimes it should be followed, but sometimes it doesn't get followed, which is fine with me.
So you think it's okay to violate because I think...
It's super situational.
Right, and
Yes.
then I think your friends... Well, these days, I think people understand that you should...
It's not so clear cut. There's
No.
always gray areas.
Yeah.
Right, and then having your girl mad at you or whatever, or it messes a lot of things up if you do pick your bros over her.
Mm-hmm.
And like for me, like I haven't had a relationship in a long time, so so seeing my friends they didn't have, it's not really a either or, right? But then they hang out with whatever girl or their girlfriend or wife before they're friends, I think it's okay, even though we feel some type of way at that time. And I think it's a good code to have, but it's okay to violate as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's one of those things that if you choose to hang out with your girl over the friends, it's fair, but you're open to ridicule.
Right.
And shit talk, which I'm pretty sure we're going to come across in this list anyways. Like,
yeah, I think when we were younger, when we were younger, we felt some type of way about that.
Yeah.
Because it always happened. But then, now that we're at this age, I think...
It almost becomes something that's the norm.
Yeah, we understand how it is, right? And it's like, hey, we're all adults now, let them... And we understand that's how it is when you're older, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think we're just... I think, like, at that time, like, if... Let's say you're at a party and then he's supposed to, your friend's supposed to come, but then he's hanging out with a chick, and then obviously he's gonna get ridiculed by him. Well, he's gonna get ridiculed by other people in the party about hanging out with the chick instead of like their friends. I think it's just like at that moment, but then you're not gonna like hold grudges for like the rest of your life just because of that one time that he chose.
But I think if
friends.
It also depends on what they're doing, though. Like, if you, like, I remember, like, a while ago, having, like, being in a relationship and, like, you know, all your friends are still going out to the bars and shit.
Right.
Like, you're out of that scene. You know what I mean? Like, you're not wanting to go to the fucking clubs and shit.
That's true. You don't want to be part of that.
100%.
But then also, on top of that, I remember being... You know, like not being able to like communicate with you guys or that group of friends, because I just didn't want to go to the club anymore. So I guess I was put in that kind of situation, but at the same time, it's just like I didn't want to live that lifestyle anymore. So it's kind of your decision and whatever you like, whatever makes you happy, right?
Yeah, I agree.
agree.
So on to number 2.
Oh boy.
Never try to steal your friend's girl. So what does this mean to everybody? Because I think, is it during the relationship?
I think it means while they're together. I think that's
wait.
So that's a hard line.
What if you like were friends with him and then you didn't like him anymore?
So then he's not your friend.
Wait.
Okay, so then
it's not your friend's
One at a
girl.
time.
Yeah, it's not your friend's
One
girl.
at a time.
So then it's all good, right?
So Randall, go ahead.
Well, I mean, like, there's, you know, that, a situation where a homie, you know, was, like, digging this chick who, like, was a, like...
Yo, that's okay.
Boys, this is going into, like, into the dark, yo.
It's fine. Reveal what you want, okay?
So we had a homie who was digging a girl,
Right.
And the boy that she was with just wasn't a homie anymore. Does that count?
It's really up to, like, if you... of course you don't have to, like, say,
Then you have to
hey, we're not friends
all.
anymore.
You have to define all the parameters, right?
I feel like this is going to become very subjective for
It is subjective
a lot of
because-
the codes.
Yeah, this goes back to Bros Before Hoes because you
Yeah.
clearly picked... They're girls,
No,
okay? They're females.
clearly. Yeah,
You
stop
clear-
saying ho.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you clearly picked the girl over the guy, right? Even though you were homies. But then, to go back to number 2, it's not really stealing if you guys aren't friends anymore.
Yeah, so you have to define all the
But you're still,
variables.
and it's, well, I mean, you're home wrecking in a sense, right?
Right.
And is that, I guess that's not a part of the code.
If they're together?
That's why you have to set guidelines.
Okay.
What do you mean by stealing?
Well,
6 months after
how I
they broke up,
interpret
or-
this rule is that they're together.
Me too.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I get to.
has anyone violated this code?
While they're together, no.
While they're together? No. Even me? No.
Wow.
I've done it, but I didn't know the guy.
So you're not friends with
So
them?
you're
You're not friends with them.
So that's, if you guys saying that's okay?
Because it's not your friend.
We're saying you're a homewrecker, but you're not violating the bro code.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. So, any more commentary about number 2?
Nope.
No, it's straightforward.
Number 3, never go after a girl your friend is already going after. Oh my god.
Yo, this is awesome.
I think
So-
we've been in the same situation, all of us, with that one girl.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
No names. But yes, we have all violated this code.
Yeah, I'm pretty guilty.
Every single one.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a long time ago.
But other than this,
girl.
that situation, has anybody violated this?
Outside of that,
Going
no.
after, like you both are talking about.
Is this relationship wise or like at the bar club?
Oh, at the bar is like free for all.
Yeah.
Oh. No, but at the bar, there's dibs.
No, there's not.
There is
Really?
not.
There
We
is
shared
not.
at least all
When
of
they're
them.
dancing with multiple guys or...
You know, that's
The
their
opposite,
hustle though,
yeah.
right? So if you're a victim of their hustle, it's not on you.
Yes.
You're the victim.
Okay, thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Dibs at the bar, come on.
So obviously, no.
Hey, dibs has happened in the past
Oh yeah, 100%.
at the club.
You could try
And
to
all of
say
a sudden-
dibs at the club.
You're with her, or you're, doing stuff with her, and then you're a dick.
Right, I agree.
And, yeah,
True.
I mean, that's, I guess that was my bad, but
Yeah, that's everybody's bad. Everyone did it. The club is like a free for all for everything. You can get away with so
Yeah,
many things.
there's
in the
so
club.
much club fouls, I guess we could call it.
Club fouls.
Club fouls,
fouls.
yes.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, number 4. Never date / bang your friend's exes, even if they say it's okay. So I've definitely violated this one, and or tried. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say. I definitely banged my friend's ex.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I've never, so, Ken?
No, not me.
I think Car's on his own on this one.
The car's definitely on his own.
I'm definitely on my own. Okay, you guys are fucking liars, but sure.
Yo, who?
Me?
A friend's ex or tried to?
Try to.
Yo, that's me.
That's
Okay,
you.
try to.
That's
There you
my
go.
bad.
Try to.
Holy shit. You're right.
There was a 2-part criteria to that.
But what?
When you guys said, like, if you don't mess with them as a friend anymore, that's free game.
What?
Like, if it's not your friend anymore.
But you guys are clearly still friends.
I mean, like, no, they weren't friends, and now they're... I mean...
No.
Like,
I would
are
not.
you talking about
I
short
would
term
not.
or long term?
No, I would not consider that guy my friend.
At the time?
What do you have?
I didn't try to go for it at the time though.
I guess.
Yeah, that's
So it was
only
your
way
ex-friend?
after.
That's a little subjective.
Yeah.
Number 5. Don't date / bang your friend's sisters no matter what you learn.
Oh, I've
From
never
sitcoms.
done that.
Sisters, no. Would I? Yes.
I don't even think we have very many sisters.
I have a sister.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
She terrifies me.
Go ahead, boys. Spit it out.
Would you? I would.
What?
Okay, sorry, I'm so lost. What was the code?
Talk about Randall's sister.
Still.
Don't date / bang your friend's sisters, no matter what you learn from sitcoms.
I will not date.
Okay, so you trying
It says
or
bang. I
wanting
didn't try.
to,
I didn't try.
But
I didn't
you
try.
date-
wanting to is completely different than
Yeah.
actually breaking the code.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
it's yeah.
You can fantasize all you want.
Yeah, but you're not trying. Date and bang is like trying.
Yeah, but it's like...
What about
attempt
Ken's
it.
sister? Can you leave my sister out of this?
No, we're not going to talk about Jenny Cavina.
Yeah, we're not
Wow.
talking
Okay, anyways, let's
No,
bring it to the
names,
next
man.
one.
For the full name
Yeah.
drop. My
about. We
bad.
agreed to this.
No.
That's party foul for sure.
Okay,
Yeah, it's cool foul.
well, these two are fast, I think. Don't bang your friend's moms. Okay.
Yes, no.
Ugh.
Don't do
Even
that.
though, just...
Oh,
Yo, she will bench press you, bro.
she's stronger than all of us, dog.
Okay, number 7. True. Whoever got laid most recently has to play wingman.
I don't think I've ever heard
No,
this
I
rule
have
before.
not.
I think that's a great rule.
Have you heard this rule before? Is this a common rule?
I've heard this rule, but yeah.
Okay, I
Like
guess
someone who's in a serious relationship, that's what I'm interpreting.
Yeah.
Interpreting.
No,
I-
it's who's ever been laid the most. So let's say you like
Right.
Get the most girls. You
Yeah.
should be the best wingman.
Right, you should give
or
it
you
up.
should be the wingman.
That's like
And
if
not
you're with a
give it
group
up.
of like your group of friends, you go to a bar or club, and then you guys like decide based on this rule.
Yeah, so the guy who gets the most has to play
Yeah.
wingman.
Agree.
That's a great rule.
Agree.
I don't think it's common.
I've
though.
never
I don't think it's a common rule.
played that rule.
Yeah.
I was always for myself, kind of. When
I think
when
everyone's
we-
just free for all when you go to the
Right,
Sharing is
bar or
caring.
club.
Yeah. Sharon.
You know what? Ken should have been the best wingman, but he.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If
But-
I went to the club, I love being a
know,
wingman.
this guy's
I love
been in a
being
relationship
wingman for my
forever.
friends.
Yeah.
So he could have played a great wingman.
I think Ken. I agree. Ken would be the best.
You give
wingman.
me the opportunity. Absolutely. I will pry that door open for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 8, don't cheat on your woman. It's a douchey. Who has cheated? And
But
No.
young douchey.
nobody?
Nobody.
I don't. That's great for you guys. That's all.
You?
No, I've never cheated.
Okay.
You need to have a girlfriend to cheat.
well, that clearly means you have to be in a relationship, and then you cheat on them.
That's a 2-part contingency as well.
So number 9, if your friend cheats on his woman, you have to take that to your grave. True, 100%.
Wait, for the rule played back,
So
mine was questionable. But let's go move forward. I
Okay.
don't want to talk about it.
So you rewind and just
Wait, you gotta talk about that.
you can't just go back.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I just
fine.
wasn't happy
Out
at
of
the time.
respect. Alright, question. What if you are good friends with the bro and the person he or she is seeing?
Wait,
Like what if, let's say, okay, let's put a hypothetical here.
is this for what? The
Number 9.
Do not cheat and you get to take to your grave. Let's say you were all friends since kindergarten or whatever, and then they've been dating together and he cheats on her, but you're still both of their friends. You consider him a bro, but you've known her just as long, you're just as good as a friend.
shit.
What do you do?
I think it's whoever you care more about.
Yeah.
No, I think
How do you measure that though?
That's on you.
Yeah.
Every relationship is.
I think it's
It's
none
totally
of your business,
subjective,
bro.
right?
I think you stay out of it. It's none of your business.
It's
Just
either you take it to the grave and don't say anything, or you care enough to say something. to
Personally,
somebody.
okay, personally,
So you say, "Hey, this is not good."
I would beat the shit out of the guy, but I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, do that then.
Probably. So
You're
I guess
still
that,
taking it to your
I guess
grave,
that means
right?
I wouldn't violate the code.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Randy?
how do you feel at the?
I would stay out of it unless I cared more about the other person and I was ready to let go of this guy and like my homie, and I was just like, yeah, like I don't want this guy out of my I don't want this guy in my life anymore because that was like that was a really like a bad play. Then I'd fucking do it. Yeah, I'd break that code.
Yeah.
Depends. Really depends.
Yeah, for me, like, it depends on the relationship. Like, if you care enough that this is wrong, or if, like, you're so much closer to the guy, and I think you should take it to grave. Like, if you see your homie doing something, you don't tell the girl at all. That's the basis of this rule, I think.
So just like loyalty, like to whoever you're closer with.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Jericho?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's tough, man. I think because I can't come up with an answer, I have to be like Randall to like stay out of it.
But have you done it before? Have you told someone they cheated on them?
Oh no.
No?
Like told that
Anybody.
that lady.
Yeah.
So that lady or guy that something
No.
happened?
No,
I've never done it.
Number 10, never diss your friend's woman to his face. Have you done this, Jericho? Wait, I mean, have everybody done this?
Jericho, you know where you heard it first.
So bad.
Have you done it?
Me, yeah. Probably multiple times, probably.
Oh, man.
Of course.
So what happened? What led you to that? You don't have to go into, like, super details, but what? At
I
the
don't
time?
know.
Blame it on the goose.
I think more.
You can blame it on the goose this time.
No, I think more of it is more my own.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Maybe like my own jealousy or something. I'm speaking from like being jealous that I don't get to spend as much time with my friend.
Right.
So that brought me to talk shit.
Right.
And sometimes I do have a really bad habit of like keeping my mouth shut. So
Yeah.
I guess I violated the rule.
Kendall?
Kendall?
Oh no, I've never. No, I never.
Never talks craps?
I don't talk scraps.
Yeah, if it's their friend's girl, you gotta respect that.
You gotta let them make their. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you guys just let them make their own decision on the person they're with and stuff, and like, I guess you can't really like if they're with that girl currently, then
Probably did
kind
that
of
multiple
just let them do what do them, and then what if it then just don't say anything because
true.
You know,
It just, it always goes
it'll
back.
just hurt their feelings, and
It goes back to like your relationship with them.
yeah.
Because I like one of my best friends is in a relationship, and all three of us diss each other all the time.
Right. Yeah, that's cool with you. That relationship. That's all you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do number 11. When they do break up, tell them everything you hated about her. If you don't have anything, make something up. That's 100% true on everybody, I think.
Yeah.
Because everyone talks shit about this girl if they do break up or they have done something to this guy, I think.
I wouldn't do it unless the guy or girl that did break up start talking shit about them, and then you just kind of just like add on to it.
Yeah, you're definitely bros before women at that stage, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Jericho? What do you think? You talk shit after they break up?
That's definitely, yes.
That's definitely true.
That's definitely true for me.
And like, if you don't have anything, make something up. That is 100% true.
It's true. It's easier to hate on the person when they're not together, right?
Right. Ken, have you talked shit about your friend's ex?
I'm thinking about it. Well, I don't know. I try to make a rule for myself that I'm brutally honest with everybody.
Right.
Whether I like them or not. But my other rule is that I always support my friends.
Yeah.
So, like, the thing is, like, if someone I know, like, let's say they're dating somebody or seeing somebody, and I really don't like the person, I think they're terrible for them, I'll let them know that. Like, straight up. But I'll, like, while they're still together. Yeah. But I'll tell them, like, but you know what? If you're happy, man. So, like, let's say that same relationship doesn't work out, I'm not going to be like, man, I told you so. My opinion is still the same as it was when you guys were together. Now I don't feel like I have to kind of like let it out in the open because I kind of like, I'm pretty upfront about how I feel about most things and people for the most part. So
yeah, I try to be as candid as possible. I've tried it once, and then I've actually lost that homie for a certain amount of time, and our relationship hasn't been the same. I feel like a lot of the relationships that I have been in, none of you guys have actually gotten the chance to really know them. Right. And after the breakup, you guys haven't really said anything, like, bad about any of them.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and that's,
Okay, well, Jericho just stop it. Anyway, Randall, continue.
And, that's pretty much the end of it. I mean, like, I wish that we were all, like, pretty candid with each other and told some of our friends who were or are in relationships that like how we feel about them, and before they get into that state where it's super serious. But I mean, I've tried that once, and that relationship kind of foiled, and it hasn't been the same since. So it really depends. If you're ready to lose that person and you're willing to take that chance, then go for it. But
right. I think it's all respect too, right? Like, you don't want to it's something, like, if you guys do break up, like we said previously that you would talk shit, but then I think at our age now, we don't want to be like, hey, like, it's
whatever makes them happy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to like build off.
Or even a chance to be happy. You gotta let them take that chance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, want to move on?
Yeah, sure.
When you first meet your friend's new girl, act like she's all
No, you
missed
missed the rule. Number 12.
Number 12, what is that?
Pump
Oh,
brakes.
when your friend gets number 12, when your
brakes.
friend gets dumped, it's your responsibility to get him laid, or at least drunk. Yeah, that's a great rule. We got Jericho drunk right after.
Yeah.
This was Randall's party, I think.
My Christmas party?
Christmas party.
Yeah,
right
you're
after.
right. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's right after.
Yeah, right after. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Wasn't it New Year's?
No, it's a Christmas party.
It was the 29th.
I say the next time though, 100% next time we help that other person get laid.
Yes.
Well, there hasn't been. Well, actually, there has. Well, was one of our other friends when he got dumped? He was at my place, and then we got him drunk, and he was like, "Well, we won't say names, obviously, but he was crying, and then he got drunk, and he was crying, but then he had party after. We partied after, so."
Well, did he get laid?
No.
See, we didn't do the laid part. We just get the.
Yeah.
We just get
It's always the drunk part.
Man, it's not easy getting laid,
Especially when you're in a room.
especially when you're not a good wingman.
A room of just dudes.
Well, I mean, like, yo,
Hey, 2018, yo.
yeah, come on, we try new things.
Well, yeah, that's a good rule, though. I like
That's
that.
a good rule.
You, you're there for them. Give them support, comfort, you know.
Yeah, I don't think I have that much power to get someone laid, to be honest.
You gotta be careful with that, though.
You gotta have a good wingman.
Yeah, Ken Gavino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I also don't do a screening check on women for like. I'll hook you up, but yeah, whatever you have to do the next day.
yikes.
That's on you.
Yikes.
He's not responsible for the follow-up.
And number 13, when you first meet your friend's new girl, act like she's all he ever talks about. Facts?
You guys,
I'm a no.
no one's ever really pumped tires. I think we just.
That's what it's called? Pump tires?
Yeah, you're like pumping homies' tires and just like trying to make them look all good and stuff, and
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, I've heard about you. Like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, no.
No one ever.
I
No
don't
one's
have
ever
that.
done that.
No.
Thanks, boys.
Next.
I think with us, it's that, like, hey, she's there now. Like, okay, cool.
You can't just like bring them into the group, like
Yeah.
make them like
Actually,
smile
I-
and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
kind of like break the ice.
Nice to meet you. Here's a drink.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. You should be on my podcast.
Shots for the white.
Yo, that's good stuff, man.
Okay.
Hey, number 14, don't brag about how many women you have slept with. That's what assholes do. Yeah, we don't brag.
No.
We have conversations later on, but we don't just flaunt it.
No.
That's a great rule. Because I think you, well, I don't know everybody.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
I don't know everybody's number, so it's all you.
Yeah, that's good.
Good rule.
Good rule. Number 15, never cock block your friend. Yes.
dang.
This goes back to the old
This goes back to
everything.
09. Let's bring it.
09?
Let's bring it
08.
back.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
man,
wait, oh,
come
my bad,
on.
my
That was
bad.
like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Too much
A
perk.
decade ago.
10-year
How
anniversary.
How does that feel, boys?
Feels
This
great.
is a decade anniversary of
Who's
cock
planning
blocking.
that reunion, though?
It was Ken's wedding. That's the fucking.
Yo, let's go back into the garage days.
Oh, you missed that guy.
Oh, yo, chill.
Have you cock blocked? Fred?
Okay.
I mean, we all kind of
Wait.
blocked each other.
Okay, no, outside of that horrific event. a
That was
decade
one
ago.
situation, though.
Yeah, outside of that. I've cock-blocked a friend in the club from doing something stupid.
Ah. What was the situation? What was he doing?
What else would he be doing in the club if I was cock-blocking him for doing something stupid?
I
like,
don't know,
what's
Ken.
doing something
Tell us.
stupid?
Yeah,
Like,
at the club.
was he trying to go for the gold? And then you're just like, yo, she's not. That's
He was-
actually a guy.
He had to, no. Yeah, so I would dance up with the actual guy. Then he's got to be a really good fucking friend for me to do that. That's not my sexual preference, but no. Okay, so let's no names, but like he is already in a relationship, like a heavily committed one, and like he was getting charmed on the floor, so I knew better, and I stepped in between, and I started.
That's not
dancing
cock
instead.
block. That's called a blessing.
That's a blessing, I think.
Yeah,
That's
Is that a
that's
blessing?
That's
That's a
not.
blessing.
I don't. He was upset, but if he's mad, that's a
maybe
cock
he
block.
maybe thought about his actions first.
So yeah, that's I don't know. That's my.
I
perspective
never
on it.
done that.
I've never done it intentionally.
Never
though.
cock blocked? I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
I've given way, but not cock block.
Oh, that's generous of you for giving that away.
I've cock blocked for sure.
I know Randall has.
He has been a victim.
Yeah. Honestly, man,
You
when
both though? Like you've been cock blocked?
no, when I
and
get
cock blocked?
lit at the club, yo, I'm selfish as I'm
Yeah,
pretty
not
selfish.
even a wingman. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Bad wingman.
Blackout Randy is what we call it.
Yeah, Dad, I've had the worst titles with the homies. Let me tell you, man.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, it's yeah, I've definitely broken that rule for sure.
The math checks out.
Okay, number 16. Talk up your friends around girls. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
100.
Especially
I've been
a good wingman.
No, I've been bad about that when I'm
talk
trying
down.
to pump my own tires and I like talk them down. I'm telling you, sometimes you'll
Selfish,
like,
man.
yeah, I get pretty selfish, but that's my bad.
Yo, this guy has gout.
Yo, you see him on the dance floor? This guy's got gout, man. You don't want to chill with him.
He's vegan. No kids tonight.
No names.
No names.
You put it to your crib, man. You ain't got socks.
Yo, but it's summer. Oh my god. But yeah, we have talked up.
He's sponsored by Crocs.
I cannot wait to wear my Crocs.
I'm pretty sure he drives an Audi.
Okay, yeah. Number 17. We're doing this right now, actually. Feel free to humiliate and ridicule your friends around guys. That's how we are.
Oh yeah,
That is
Every
my
time.
MO.
yeah.
That's Ken's specialty.
That's every get together.
Yeah.
Every time. Especially this one guy.
We're not friends if I can't honestly, like,
Rip
talk shit
shit.
about you in your face.
The best though is when they do make fun of each other and then it gets heated, and then you're just like chilling, watching them like argue back and forth.
Oh, that's the best.
That is the best. I love drama when I'm not a part of it.
I agree. I agree.
Randall, you know what? Living in a different, like, I'm only here. I'm from out of town. This is preface to
Talking to the audience.
all six of our
Our
viewers.
first out of town
That's
guest.
not 6
Let them
views.
know.
Okay.
Let them know. All
got
6 of
50
our
downloads.
viewers.
We got double digits, man.
Yeah, but all 6 viewers. It doesn't count. It doesn't count if you download your own podcast. But
Yeah, I don't.
I just bookmark it. Yeah, I don't.
look, I'm talking shit about you to your face. This is the rule right here.
Hey man.
Hey, man.
But, like,
It's getting heated now.
Just kind of, sorry, tangent. Kind of to what Randall was saying, like how he loves sitting back, kind of watching the drama unfold. Like being out of town, I'm not really involved in any of the drama, so like I'm 100% constantly eating popcorn, like watching the drama unfold between everything that's going on over here, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
great.
it's always good.
I think
Remember that one time at Tim Hortons?
This is like every time I say morning.
Yeah. True. Anyways,
I mean, I thought we weren't supposed to name names.
We have it.
We
You
have
have
it.
though.
Yeah, you have.
Who's Tim Horton?
Oh my idiot.
that's just a metaphor, dog.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure I was there.
Yikes.
Moving on.
Okay, number
Moving
18. Pick up the bar tab when it's your turn. What?
We never do this,
We
so
never
I don't
do
think
this.
that's applicable.
No. We're Filipino. We share.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Okay.
Say what second?
Number 19. Don't take a sip from another man's drink.
We sip each other's
I
drinks.
just drank
Yeah.
Randall's drink.
You just drink my
No,
keister,
this is
man.
just- I think this is just us, man. Number 20. When your buddy gets too drunk, it's okay to let him make an ass out of himself for a while.
100%.
But know when to step in. 100%. This is Jericho 100%, by the way.
Yo, we're not dropping names.
You're part of the podcast.
Oh wait, no wait.
No, legit, this is
Oh, this is me for sure, man. I've done so many stupid
Yeah,
shit.
spitting you.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
You guys have actually stepped in for me quite a bit of times.
And there's times we haven't.
Have you? Yeah, there's been there's been a lot. Hey, there's been a lot of times. Remember that one time where I tried to like scrap all of you?
Yeah, yo, that was bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And our other friend tried to scrap us too, and then...
Or then I tried to scrap somebody else.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're pretty good at that.
you guys
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah.
You guys are good. We take care of each other.
Sometimes. There's this one time we did it. We were pretty bad.
With me?
With you.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking
It almost
about.
broke us up for good. Almost.
All of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to get into it?
No, let's not get into that.
Do you remember or no?
I will remember it.
Alright. Number 21, don't let your friend drive home plastered. At least shove him in a cab. Okay, well, one, we definitely break this rule.
Oh, that's a real broken, yo.
For the record, I'm against it.
For what?
We let people drive home drunk all the time.
Oh my god, we're so bad.
Even if I tried to stop said person, they would just tell me to fuck off.
Yeah,
I get pretty pissed when
100.
somebody like tries to take my keys and shit.
Oh
I get
my
pretty
god.
Well, I tried to be anonymous, but alright.
No, we all let
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
drove with each other being drunk.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I agree.
We definitely violate like 3 of the past 4 rules. Okay, number 22. This is very broy and duty. Don't use a urinal right next to another dude.
Hey man, I will piss in the same urinal as any of you.
I
guys.
agree with that rule.
No,
man.
but
I hate that rule.
But when if it's a random, like
make people
use
violate.
the next stall, like get the fuck away from me. But like with you guys, I'll piss in the same stall.
I would not.
I would. No, I follow that.
I don't think I would.
Especially like with close coworkers, if they're in a urinal, I'm like, no, I'll use either like
A toilet?
a toilet, or if that's, I'm going like downstairs to like the next washroom.
I don't
You guys
give a
have also
fuck.
seen,
I don't care.
yeah, you guys have seen 100% of my body. Every single one of you.
True,
In this room has
But we
seen
don't want to see
100%.
urine coming out
No.
of it. Come on.
I think it's just like an awkward moment where you're just like pissing beside your buddy. And
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't think
Like,
I would do
okay.
that.
And then there's like that chance of just like there's that someone's like peeking and shit. It's like, ugh.
Like, if there was like 5 urinals and one of you guys isn't, I'm not, unless it's Randall, I might do it.
Yeah,
but like,
if there's
I'm not
one
gonna walk up to
available.
the urinal right beside you, look at you and start
Yeah, if
smiling.
there's other ones available,
Yeah.
then it's like
But like, if there was only one open urinal, I was right beside it, bro, I'm like, dude, I gotta piss.
that makes sense.
Kendall, I'm gonna catch you in the washroom one day, man.
I know you're gonna do it, and I'm gonna be so pissed. Be like, literally and figuratively, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Yo, this goes with number 23. Keep your eyes on your own junk. Yeah.
I mean, I won't look at you, but I can pee beside you, bro.
What? That's still.
Why, man? I would.
You're peek
man.
sneaking. It's over here. Peek sneaking. You know.
I thought we were closer than that.
Not that close. Okay,
Well, how about this one? Yo, this one's interesting.
number 24. If there's an attendant in the men's room, tip him, but only once. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I feel so bad though.
Yeah, but
I only
remember,
tipped them once. I tipped them
remember
once.
we went to the club, fuck, man.
Shit, everybody drops the fucking
Yeah.
board.
Like, we went to the
Everyone
club.
should take a shot for doing that, for dropping it.
No, literally everybody walks
Yeah.
up to
I know.
our house, they touch the board, and then it fucking drops and it breaks. Everybody does it.
There should be a rule when they
Okay,
drop it.
sorry,
It'd be
boys.
so funny.
Anyways, yeah, you tip the guy at the fucking bed.
Yeah, especially that black guy.
It's the same black guy.
Same black guy that recognized us. He was so nice.
Yeah.
I've actually tipped a chicklet once.
That's not a tip.
I know, but I mean,
You gave him his gum.
He grabbed the gum from the guy, and then he gave it back to him.
hey man, I was broke. Yeah, I was saving my money for the liquor, man.
25. If your friend gets in a fight, you have to back him up. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yes, we violated that.
Oh, yeah,
once.
that's a violation though.
We
Yeah.
violated that.
Harsh, boys.
I think we
Harsh.
were super juiced though, so I think.
Nah, I think you picked.
I think we picked.
Well,
Wait,
I was super juiced.
Are we talking about this? Are we talking about the same event?
Wouldn't
Yeah,
like being
man,
super
it's
juiced
that
like
one.
allow you guys to like get into it though?
I think we evaluated the situation where it's like, hey,
Now,
if we
I don't know which
do
situation we're
anything,
talking about.
If we don't do anything,
You know which one?
I didn't see it though.
Okay, anyways,
I didn't see the full.
Tor, what were you gonna
full
say?
action though.
if you what? What were you gonna say?
See, I don't even remember that.
Moving on.
Let's move on. For our situation, we definitely violated a rule.
Yeah, we violated
But
that.
in the most cases, we do back the guy up.
Yeah, we should. I agree with this rule though, but yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
I think there's
100% we should.
26. If a friend calls you from jail, you have to be the one to bail him out. Oh my god.
Yo, if I went to prison, would you guys bail me out?
If you
If
call
I had
us,
you
yes.
call, man.
If I had the
Yes.
financial means to, yes, I would do everything in my power.
Well,
Don't fly over here to do it.
wouldn't you get somebody else to bail me out?
Yeah, but you're still getting him out, right? No matter.
Okay, yeah, okay. Let's rephrase this. If I was your one phone call, I would get you out, whether it was me paying for it or another. Yeah.
There you go.
If credit card counts, I'll do it.
If e-transfer counts, I'd do it.
Yo, homie, I got dual income now. I'm good.
Oh man.
I need to
What a
remember Ken's
time.
number, top of my head, always.
999-771.
Whoa!
Wow. Second violation.
This will be the one and only time I've ever come on this podcast. I'm gonna have to go change my identity after this. Why don't you just give him my blood
What if we
test?
scrap the regular special guest and it's just like,
Would you like to read my social insurance number while you're at it?
Oh my god.
yikes, man.
This guy's violating a code.
It's
That's
6 numbers.
But like,
Yo, he missed out one number, so yeah, I guess whoever.
he's like the definition of
There's
violation.
only 9
man.
other numbers. You can literally go through.
But it could be a pound or a star.
By process of elimination.
Yeah, but they don't know the area code.
403.
Wow. That's on you.
Yeah, that was you.
Okay, number 27. If your buddy's moving, you have to help.
If they ask,
They ask, yeah.
Oh,
how would you know when
come
they're moving?
moving where?
Yeah.
What?
We have other priorities, shit.
Did you help us, Jericho?
Oh.
We didn't ask though.
Well, that's what he's explaining.
That's true though.
Yo, I asked you though. Do you need help? I even
did
asked if
ask
you want
you.
boxes.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
we're not saying any shit about him.
I would say if you're asked, you're obligated to help.
Yeah, but if you have other, like, if you're working, you can't just fucking not work.
Okay, yeah.
What about like
within
helping
reason.
like clean for certain events?
What do you mean?
What?
Whose wedding
Is that a
social?
different role?
Whose wedding social?
Who's baby shower have you not?
Oh, these
Hey
baby shower.
man, let's leave the baby showers out of it.
Yeah, let's see that.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll follow that rule.
I think if they
If
ask,
they ask, then
If you're
100%.
asked and you're free.
yeah,
Hey,
Yeah.
Like,
ask, have a date and a time, and then
not
be
like,
free or not.
hey, could you come help me at 10 a.m. on Tuesday? Like, bitch, I'm working.
Or just be like super bitter, like, man, these guys didn't help. Well, you didn't say anything. Well,
Yeah.
like, we're not mind readers, man.
Yeah, I agree.
You should know.
Yeah.
But we did get asked by, I think, one friend. And I was working, I couldn't.
yeah.
But
You know Jericho did though.
Bless.
yeah, so I don't know, I guess I violated that rule because
No, I think they'll understand.
No,
if
but you're
you
working.
have other stuff.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's the rule, right? So did I violate it?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I
yes,
guess so.
I think.
There's
Okay.
contingency, right?
You
Yeah,
have
right, right.
to help. Well,
So
it's
in
situational.
that statement,
Right.
if we take out the context, like hashtag,
Hashtag.
comma, if you're free,
Hashtag.
or like parentheses, if you're free, right? Like I think in that case you violated it. But like I think all of us in this room are we're on the same page that we would only expect you to help if you're available.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And if you're making up an excuse to become unavailable, then you're a dick.
Right. That's true. I agree with that. I guess 28. If your buddy help your buddies move, you have to buy pizza. Okay, no.
Beer and pizza on you? Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
Some
you,
sort-
I
some
think
sort
just
of-
being courteous.
you know,
or-
Some sort of
Generous?
Some
Generosity.
compensation.
Yes.
It's a housewarming gift, right? Would it not be?
I don't
you
know.
just-
No, just like
No,
almost
like-
like a payment kind of thing, but not a payment. Just to feed them, you know.
It's yeah, like okay. So when I moved and I had a buddy help me, I bought him lunch after.
yeah.
Like, it's just one of those.
Just like a reward or
It's
like,
like-
for helping.
Ken, a
out.
McDouble doesn't count as lunch, dog.
what happened to the like being anonymous and shit, man?
Well, at least one
But
of
in
them
all,
violated.
but in all seriousness, like yeah, like I feel like there should. It doesn't have to be pizza and beer, but like something.
I've done the pizza.
You can't just be like, "Okay, thanks," and then shut the door on him. Like that's a pretty dick move too. I
Thanks for
think.
being a good friend.
So something has to be
Something.
done. Something has to be
Something.
done. A good gesture.
Some sort of
for
like,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
reward or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Number
So nobody has violated that rule then.
not buy somebody with.
Yeah, like
Not a lot of us moved.
you have.
Yeah, but you
You
guys
have.
bought
Yeah.
it when we had a party.
Yeah, so that's fine.
That's kind of
Not exactly moving,
It's
so
not moving because we didn't ask.
we didn't ask you guys to help.
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Cool.
Anyways, number 29. If your friend dies, delete his internet search history. I think I'd throw all your laptops away. Yeah,
And phones.
and phones. Agreed.
Actually,
I would.
I would like you guys to keep mine and
I would like you guys to run the social media.
What? You can access it from anywhere though.
So?
It doesn't matter what.
Don't destroy something, you're gonna wipe it and use it.
I wouldn't want you guys to destroy my phone.
Delete
wouldn't want-
internet search history first, then mourn.
I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay,
no.
yeah. I think the question comes is if you have something to hide.
Okay,
If the person has something to hide, like, if we're gonna be like up from like, yo, like if I die tomorrow, delete my shit, or like
destroy my phone.
shit.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
you guys. If I die, you guys delete all my shit.
Okay, if I die, like I'm good.
You want it deleted?
Yeah.
I don't want my shit deleted. You guys save my pictures,
Actually,
man.
I want you guys to make
Make
like
a collage.
a
Does everyone
slideshow.
have a password? Yeah, but you can access it, I guess.
How?
You go to recovery.
I think Jericho
recovery
knows my
store or
password.
whatever.
I have a lot of
You
people
go to
that
like
know
those
my
recovery
password.
places.
Yo, I got a Google Drive that's lit, so I want you guys to leave that.
I'm keeping your stuff, Car.
I
mean,
just
you
told
got
you to delete it.
no, but you got good stuff though, man. I like your stuff.
Whatever.
I remember it from like some Christmas exchange at some year during high school.
Yes. Oh yeah, I gave porn.
That's why I would keep your shit. You got 4K, man. You
4K.
got paid subscription stuff on your phone, man. I like that.
ocular VR shit.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
I didn't invest in that yet.
Yet. That's the key word in that sentence.
Okay, number 30. Never take your friend's last beer. No, we have fresh
What
supply.
sharing is caring, so.
Yeah, we have fresh supply all the time, so
Yeah.
it doesn't work for us.
Nah, I don't like that.
You know what I actually appreciate? That you guys clean up after yourselves after we drink. After like having like a house
Like, are you
party.
still here or you're gone already? And then we
No, like I like how I throw like a gathering and then all of a sudden like I black out and I wake up. The blankets are like folded. The cups are
Oh, that
washed.
was that was
That's
all.
Like like everything is clean, man. I really appreciate. Like there's
That's
hardly-
some good friend shit.
honestly.
They didn't
man,
walk us out or anything.
Yeah,
but-
man. I walk you guys out.
Didn't
I
lock
just-
his door. Didn't lock his door. We'll just leave it.
No, but I actually appreciate that. Like that's huge for me, man. And I
Dude,
like
yeah,
every
that's the best.
Christmas party, every like gathering, I wake up, everything is clean, and that's
And your
that's-
butt hurts.
I mean, I appreciate that too, but the cleaning was huge for me, and it happens every single time.
Right?
Really-
I think so. I think we did a
yeah,
good job.
yeah.
I feel like a lot of us here are inherently like that. Like I know for like I will be completely wasted. And like
That was
I
a clean
still
shot.
gotta put the seat down and like tidy up shit. Like
Yeah, no, that's good.
100%. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely an us thing, so.
Yeah.
Number
This
31.
is us.
Wipe down the equipment at the gym when you're done with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm 100% that guy.
Yeah.
Especially, like, I'm like...
Especially
I
'cause you
had
got
staph infection
yeah.
before, so
Yikes.
I wiped
You know,
shit out.
me and while I was doing my prep with one of my buddies for one of our like shows, like one of our bodybuilding shows, we were doing supersets, and we didn't wipe one of the benches down, and this guy who's like maybe like 215 pounds, like solid like muscle, he's probably like 5'5". He goes up to me and my buddy and he's like, "You guys have to wipe your shit down." And like, we're still like using the equipment, and I was scared, man. But
So you wipe your shit down. And you
but
wipe
we were doing a superset though. We were like, we weren't done with the bench, but like we obviously would wipe it down when we're done.
Right.
so then
like-
you don't break the code.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
right.
good. You're good.
You weren't done with
Yeah,
it.
because there's consequences.
Because were you done with it or not?
We were done. No, we weren't done.
Oh.
We weren't done.
Well, how do you feel if some or this rule is violated?
This is
That's
kind of gross.
yeah, that's nasty, man.
You get stabbed.
What down the...
The gym is my sacred place.
You get staff. You get staff, man.
No, the car got
That's
staff,
disgusting,
yo.
man. That's the worst.
What?
Car got staff.
I had staph before.
From not getting stuff wiped down from the gym?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
You didn't know that?
Fucking
I
I would
love
do it
that.
if it's like super wet or super sweaty and stuff, and I could see like the wet marks above it, and I'll just wipe it down myself.
If
but-
you can visibly see the Adidas mark on the seat, fucking wipe it down.
Yeah,
man.
what-
Come on.
but I don't sweat that much, so I don't know. Well, I still wipe it down, but you know.
It's
Do
just
you
kinda-
even use benches, Ken, or like any other equipment other than like a
platform?
yeah, other than a platform?
Yeah, do you even?
Yeah,
I
like
still clean my bar off.
do you actually?
If I bleed on it, of course.
Oh,
Oh,
you
yeah.
Oh,
Different.
yeah, it was.
gross.
I've actually never.
I-
I've bled once on a bar and I didn't clean it. That's
That's almost worse than not wiping down your bench.
and it's happened to me
Almost.
once.
That's blood.
Yo, I can.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I guess
that is worse.
Yeah, I guess I've violated that rule. I've definitely violated.
But
it.
like,
blood on there.
Like,
Yo, I bled on a preacher curl bar.
did you?
Yeah,
How?
I did.
what did you
No,
do?
My hands were just dry. Nosebleed.
Blood on the bar.
Okay, I think we can move on from this.
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Number 32, don't give another man unsolicited advice at the gym. Well, most of us are like trainer-ish, right?
Like if
Well,
they have like
Ken's an actual
like if
trainer,
they have like
right?
bad form and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
No, I keep it to myself.
You keep it to yourself or you
I don't think
Again, it's super situational for me.
if it's a
Depending who
girl,
the guy
you'll do
is.
it?
No, not all the time. It's just it's situational. They have to be. You have to gauge that if they're willing to accept the feedback.
I'll do it if it's like a homie.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree with that rule.
If it's a homie, then yeah.
Yeah.
But
Homie,
like,
yeah.
I don't like when people come up to me
I wouldn't do
and I've
strangers.
got my training from a certified coach,
Yeah.
Jericho, and I'm doing my stuff.
Name drop.
I'm doing my shit, and then somebody's like, yeah, like you should try it this way. Like you're doing it wrong. Like I 100% don't like that.
Yeah, I agree. Next.
Situational.
33, don't complain or whine about anything. If you got a problem, do something to fix it. What?
What?
Everyone violated this rule.
I guess, well, for this rule, like for us, we're
like a
open
general
about
rule.
everything, though. This is like super bro-y, I think.
I don't know, I'm pretty
Yeah.
soft, and I'm garbage at a lot of things, so I like to complain about it. I mean, I do obviously try to better myself in those areas, but I still complain because I'm garbage at everything.
Team trash, baby.
Number 34, don't gossip. Wow.
The
Yeah.
worst.
Sorry,
We
what
violated
are we
this.
doing on this
We're
podcast?
fucking gossipers, man.
We're the worst. If you tell me, I'm gonna tell Car, and Car's gonna tell
I know
Kendall.
all the secrets, most of them.
Yeah, true.
And then if
Even
you
though I
tell-
don't even want to know, you just tell me anyways.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that you say though, like, isn't it like even there?
It makes sense. What
Where
do you
did it come
say?
from? Where did it go? Anyways, next one.
Number 35, don't take the middle seat on the couch. Unless you're really stoned.
That was literally
Hey.
the first thing I did when I came into
did.
your party.
Ken broke the
He
rule.
did.
I
So-
sat in the middle right
He had a
beside Randall.
Starbucks coffee.
But Ken, I haven't seen you in a while, so I like when you get close to me.
Wow.
I don't get this. I don't even mind this rule. If that's like the only seat there.
No. It just says well, don't take the middle seat.
What if that's the only seat left?
Well, that's obvious. So, but then if you're like,
I like
So
taking
what
the
does
middle
it
seat
mean
sometimes, depending on who's in the same crib, because I like to be close.
this means like, this is kind of like the urinal rule, where like, you don't, if there's other places available.
Yikes.
Okay, whatever.
Moving on.
Okay, yeah,
If
continue.
you're the best man at his wedding, you must get a stripper for the bachelor party, no matter what he said.
He violated.
Yo.
We were in the mountains, man.
Yo, my best man didn't even plan my
Yo, I'm terrible.
Your best man was the stripper. Your best man was the
Well, there's only
stripper.
been one
True, he didn't
best-
have that many clothes that weekend.
He broke his belt earlier.
What's that? Socks?
What's that, Crocs?
There's only been one best
I'm
man.
not wearing any socks today.
Jericho, what do you have to say about this?
Yo, I don't know. I don't know how to plan, man. I'm terrible at that shit. Unless it's like weight training.
It actually depends. If like
Even
my
like-
if my homie was like yeah, like I like this is what I want to do for my bachelor party or whatever, I would just go with it. Like if he was like, I want to go chill out in the woods, and there's no possible way that I can get a stripper there, then I mean, yeah.
Yeah, let's get a fucking stripper from Nisku, Alberta.
Yo, I heard they were good.
Where the fuck
Where
are
did you hear
we?
this from? Okay, number 37. Own at least one suit. Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah. Own at least one suit.
Come on.
Man, I think own multiple suits.
If you only own one suit, like,
Yeah.
we will probably diss you, which is like rule 12.
I even have more suits. They just
Do
don't-
you? I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
Well, don't wear it.
You have a more suit?
You
I
have
have a more suit too. Yeah.
More suits?
Do you wear socks with your suit?
Their ankle socks.
Anyways, we all have a couple. We have more than one suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were stylish like that. Number 38. Pay attention to current events. Of course.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially for small talk, or
Especially if it's gossip.
I don't pay attention to current events. Like I don't.
You know some general stuff.
I know general stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
Number 39. Read a book every once in a while.
hell
Yep.
no.
Actually,
No.
I
I don't read books.
No.
I read articles.
No.
I don't read books.
I actually brought a book with me while I flew
I
here.
read books. It's all good.
yeah, books are good. I like
They're good.
books.
Kendall obviously doesn't read books.
What about
I
textbooks?
read articles.
I was against reading books, but I like books now.
Yeah, we're adults now. Okay. 40. Carry business cards at all times. I don't have a business card.
Oh wait,
I have
good.
a business card. I don't know if I have it on me.
I have
Are you
business
gonna
cards.
give each of us one?
Yeah, I do have business cards.
Randall's a manager, so you need
Matt.
a business card.
Yeah, I have your contact.
Oh, you know, I definitely have business card. I don't have it on
Really,
me.
you have your cards on?
I don't.
I'm not a professional. I don't have
It's old.
I
but
used to when I worked
definitely
at the Bay, but
I always have business cards on me.
Number 41. Don't take credit for the work you didn't do. Have you violated this?
I have.
You took other people's glory?
should. Oh, I haven't.
No.
I think I have, but probably when I was like in high school.
No, I've hyped myself up more than.
That's different.
Okay.
So have you, like, let's say your coworker has, like, did something...
No, I've never taken anything
Taken
from
the
a
credit,
coworker. Yeah.
Maybe when I was a teenager, not in recent memory though.
Right. Alright. I haven't either. I just do my own shit. So, 42. Never try to pass a code off as your own. If you're gonna say it, know who said it first and give them credit.
have you seen our board, man?
Don't you know the rules?
We never
Yeah.
take credit for quotes.
I say a lot of shit that have been quoted from other people. That
You said it was yours?
You plagiarize.
I've never said that it was mine, but I've
Oh.
never given that
yeah.
person credit for doing it.
I'm the same. Sometimes I take lots.
This is a bit of a tangent. I just want to bring this up. So I taught a course last year.
Oh, professional.
Yeah. And one of the assignments was like first year part of the the course was plagiarism.
Right.
So you have to define plagiarism on the online course. And this motherfucker took the definition of plagiarism out of the textbook and copy and pasted it on the assignment for the definition of plagiarism and didn't reference it.
So he plagiarized.
So he plagiarized the definition of plagiarism to answer what the definition of plagiarism is for the
Did you
plagiarism.
Did you give him a point?
No, I pointed it out though publicly.
Oh, wow.
I called him. I was like, so I got your assignments, but somebody in this class. It was a class of 212 people.
Oh, but you didn't.
Oh, I
actually
actually almost got
it.
expelled for plagiarizing in high school.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah,
Shit.
one of our teachers actually read some of our stuff. Boys,
Oh, I knew. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that too.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Also tangential. I also remember handing in the same book report
You
5 times.
are
Yeah,
terrible.
Within
See,
this-
and I heard stories like that you can just do that, so I did it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Out of everybody, like, why are you reading my stuff?
This guy was valedictorian. Obviously, he's not gonna get fired.
I gave in the same book report.
And I've
with
heard a
the-
lot of people doing that, though.
The only thing I changed was the title, and I constantly got like above an 85 plus. It varied, like sometimes it was 87, sometimes 89.
That's
but I always
how
got a good grade.
Whoever's listening to this, man, you know that the school system is kind of messy.
It's kind of broken,
Yeah.
but still not as broken as No Student Left Behind. That's pretty fucking broken. Like, come on, if you got a 36, you should probably be left behind.
It was probably from the same teacher, Ken. Jesus. Thanks, dog.
Well,
Okay, this next one, we definitely violated this one. Unless you're in a tux, don't wear a bow tie.
oh yeah, we did that.
Oh, we always were
We were
sexy
both-
guys with the bow
Sexy
tie.
guys with the bow tie.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sure that was a theme.
There's a
for
picture.
one night.
Ken's birthday.
I was forced to
Was it
wear a
your
bow
birthday?
tie
Was his birthday?
without a tux.
It was
No, it was.
Yeah, for a wedding.
I don't remember.
It was
For a wedding.
someone's
No,
birthday.
someone's birthday.
Yeah, it was someone's birthday.
It was Tyler's birthday.
Oh.
Man.
Dropping names.
Come on.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, next
You're gonna
row.
be a regular
Yeah.
guest on your show.
Yeah, he violates
No, man.
bro codes and
And
podcast
podcast
rules.
codes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
What's that? Facts?
What's that?
Number 44, don't argue with anyone in email or text when dealing with a written word. At least attempt to play it cool.
No, I've broken that for sure.
I think everyone's done that.
I think everyone
I've
has
broken
argued.
that for sure.
Not email. I've never have, like,
Not email.
yeah, text.
Yeah, I've
for
never
sure.
done email.
With like a bro?
No, that's in general, dog.
Oh, I just sent emails, like, formal complaints and shit.
That's different.
That's different. Like getting into an actual argument, like back and forth.
Oh, back
Email.
and forth or
Yeah, where
email.
there's like anger. And
Oh, if somebody emailed me and like and I emailed back and the email. Oh yeah, no. It
But
usually
text messages, though, you have for sure.
text
Oh,
for
100%.
sure, easy.
Yeah.
It's easy because you could easily just say "fuck you" and then there's a text back, and that already like violates the code based on that.
Yeah, but should you? You shouldn't do that over text for sure. You think so? Or it has to be like,
You shouldn't.
hey, if you're gonna argue, like, call or
No,
in
talk
person?
to them like
Right,
on the
that's
phone
what I
or
meant.
speak to them face to face.
Talk to them whenever they're available.
Yeah.
I'm definitely guilty. I've probably broken that.
Yeah, I
like,
think we
hundreds
are
of
all
times.
guilty, but yeah, we should do it in person or
I agree.
on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Number 45. When watching a great game in public, it's fine to go a little crazy, but dude, know the line. So, like, let's say you're watching a fight or
Finals
whatever.
somewhere.
Like at the bar?
Anywhere.
Oh.
So if someone's going crazy,
What's okay? What's
I think
crazy
it,
though?
I think it depends on the
Like, are you
atmosphere.
grabbing your pint glass and smashing it, or like are you yelling like curse words or some shit?
I think Randall's went a little too hard one time.
Ooh.
To be
Off
honest.
what?
When?
We were at tavern and you and what's his face were going crazy for that UFC fight. I'm like, holy.
Oh, was that the McGregor Mendez one?
Yeah,
Chad
it
Mendez
was.
one? Yo,
You
that
mean
was a
I
good-
was going crazy?
Yeah, you guys were a little too crazy.
You were probably Blackout Randall.
Oh yeah, Blackout Randy's not a good thing.
I'm like, whoa, this
This
guy's
is,
like,
this is one of my favorites.
No, but we started that Chad, the ole, ole, ole. That was lit.
yeah, at least
bro.
that was after.
That's
the
within
fight.
context though. That's
When you
And
guys,
then everyone else was
when you
joining
guys
in.
bring up stories and I was Blackout Randy, I honestly don't remember. So
because you were Blackout Randy.
yeah, no, Blackout Randy doesn't remember
Black and Randy's the
anything
best Randy.
that happened that day, like at all. So I don't. You guys, yeah, I have no idea. You guys bring up a lot of stories that I
That's a
have
good
no.
IG name.
Blackout Randy.
Yes.
He's a professional now. He's a man. Go
Shit,
ahead.
I just caught myself. I was gonna say like obviously yeah, like I think that should be a code, but then I instantly remembered when we went to UFC in Toronto, and I was cheering for.
Oh yeah,
Jose
Ken wanted to
Aldo.
like.
He was against Mark Hominick, the Canadian. We were in Toronto, and like 2 rows behind us, one guy's like, "Hey, you're not allowed to cheer for him." And I vividly turned back and stared at the guy as I started clapping and cheering. So
You're like,
I
man,
think
are we getting a
I think that was towing the line a little bit. So I guess I'm guilty, but you probably should know the line.
Yeah.
But wait,
It's gonna be 50-50 in that kind of like arena though. Like,
Yeah, there's gonna be guys.
you like, there's guys you're gonna cheer for, there's guys you're not, but obviously it's in Canada, so.
I've never been in that situation where I've had to stop anybody and tell you guys like, yo, like you're going too ham right
Like
now.
when it comes down to it, you're watching an event.
Maybe if you're
Why
like,
are you so invested that you need to fight somebody or like break shit?
I've done that.
You've done it once at least. I remember. There was that one time.
maybe if you're like breaking like,
Black-
if you're like breaking glasses or like taking off your shirt or taking off clothing and stuff and you're just like going wild cause like something cool happened.
I took my shirt off.
No, I'm just saying this in general.
Oh.
Yeah. That's like way down line. You're like, yo, calm down, man. Like,
How about a guy who's like you're like chilling in public, but he's like a little too wacky, you know?
Oh, but I've never been that like
Some
that.
guys are a little too extra in public.
it's not about you now.
Okay,
man.
thank you.
What about those guys who are a little too extra in public?
Eye roll emoji.
Yeah, I don't know. There's sometimes you have to just like, hey, stop acting out.
Moving on.
Repay your debt, no matter how old or how
Yikes.
I believe in that rule, and
People violate though.
I'm paying my debts off very slowly, but I'm trying to pay them off. And I hope that he sees that.
What? Oh, me?
Jericho, what do you think about these debts? Have you ever? What do you,
I don't really like money.
you don't
So
like
good.
money?
If
You don't like money.
I recently
Elaborate.
I recently
Neither do I. That's why I own so many shoes.
I recently found out that I have a bad relationship with money. Like I think of it as I don't put value on it as much as I should because I think connections with people are better than the money that you owe them or you expect from them. I don't know. Does
So
that
are
make
you
sense?
saying it's okay to violate this?
Yeah.
It's crazy because we literally define money as value, and you don't value. That blows my mind.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if,
it's like
I don't know
some-
if that makes sense, but
I get what you mean. It's that I guess you have to care enough that you would want that debt paid. I think. So like, I don't know. I guess everyone owed each other in this group at least a small amount.
Yeah, in the context of that code, like with the exception of my student loans and my line of credit, I always try to pay people back as soon
That
as
makes
fucking
sense.
possible.
well, yeah.
No, but
Pay
like
Ken
it's
back.
not. It goes beyond. Like sometimes it goes beyond.
Yeah, this
money,
motherfucker
though,
owes me $15 for sushi.
But sometimes
It's on record now.
sometimes it does go beyond money, though.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's more
100%.
like there's situations where like you have to back.
Like you got my back, I got yours.
yeah, it's more than money,
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
but then there's also money.
For
Well-
me, it's a respect thing. It's not like for me, like it's a monetary. Like when I've lent like cash or I've done favors for friends before,
Right.
where I let's say monetary value, and for me, it's not so much like I don't care that I lent you X amount of dollars, as long as you have the intention of paying me back at some point. Like that's the mutual respect you have between that friend, right?
Yeah.
So like when I haven't had to have that happen in years, but like if somebody like did a favor, like did a solid for me, I would want to repay and make sure they know that I feel that same mutual respect by paying them back as soon as I possibly can.
And you can't just like take advantage too.
No,
right?
exactly.
You
You
can't
can't
just
just
be
keep
like
asking.
all the time that you have
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
they're asking for something, right?
Huh? What am I doing?
I like doing things for people, but as long as
Oh,
I
so
know that
email?
they appreciate it, I don't ask for anything back.
Right.
True.
Yeah, I agree. Number 47. Don't beat around the bush. Say what you mean.
I love Bush.
I love beating around it.
You love beating around it?
Sorry, don't.
I think a lot of
So
people
get to your point, basically.
Sometimes you have to, though, man. You like. I feel like with some people, you have to be very tactful, and you
Right.
have to beat around the bush for them to actually, like,
like get it.
To get what you mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
So let's take this into the context of dating. For like, would you want someone to tell you how they feel right away? Or would you just want to play around
See, that's
and see?
I've tried to be straight up. I've tried to be candid, and again, that took the turn for the worse, I guess.
that's a different scenario though, because
Yeah, I know.
like that's like dating and like how you feel. That's a dance. There's no right way to do it, right? Like I almost like the person I'm married to now. I almost scared them off because I was really upfront with my feelings.
Right.
But like with things like say you wanted to tell someone like, oh man, I have to tell you that like I broke your fucking whiteboard in the dining room.
Or
Yeah,
pissed on your mom's plants.
I don't know if she remembers that right. Like I kind of agree with Randall that like there are certain scenarios. It's very situational where you have to be tactful. Like you don't want to just bring it up like, oh, so you still addicted to drugs? Like,
Yes.
like,
Yes, I am.
There are certain times where like, and I really don't give a fuck what people think about me for the most part. So like, I will be brutally honest when the situation calls for it. But like, yeah, you have to be like very like considerate of how you approach the situation for certain things.
Yeah. Kendall?
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Kombucha?
I think it's situational, like beating around the bush, like saying it like straight up to them, or kind of just being around, just so they can get what you mean,
Yeah. Jericho?
kind of thing.
But
Beat around the bush or say what you mean right away?
Well, we know-
situational.
Yeah.
Situation.
I think there's times where you should.
Yeah. But
Like
most of the time, I
I was just
definitely.
gonna say we know what side of the fence
There
you're
should be-
on.
there
But
should be-
most of the time.
There should be times where you
Yeah,
should
cut ties.
filter out things you say, but yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, I definitely tell them.
Yeah.
how it is.
He just says it like it is.
Honesty, man. That's what Carl loves about me.
Yeah, it's a
Is
little
it?
too
Is
much,
it?
bro.
What you like about him? Don't beat around the bush.
You good?
I want to drink.
Number 48.
We're doing the
It's all
podcast.
good.
She's not doing anything.
Number 48. Don't dick your coworker friends over. Saying it's just business doesn't excuse shit and you know it.
What's that mean?
So
That
don't play
doesn't
around.
apply.
Well, I think this means is that if you're in a relationship with a coworker, and just whatever.
Like playing around with their friends
Playing
that
around-
you're into?
Feelings or whatever. It's just
Don't dick around. I don't think this is applicable to any of us.
don't dick around coworkers, friends over. I don't even know the fucking.
What does that mean?
It's just business. You know that's not true. So like, okay, let's say the case, like for me, like an example would be like, let's say one of us was a manager somewhere, and the other person was a worker, and you have to let that person go.
Right.
And you say it's just business. You know, it's not.
Oh, so don't. Right.
I don't know. That's my take on it. I don't know if that's actually
I
true.
honestly
or not,
don't know.
but I don't think it's applicable.
Don't
to
dick
any
your
of us.
coworker friends over. Saying it's just business doesn't excuse shit. You know it. I
Or
think
like-
I'm too lit to understand that.
Okay. How about this one? Like Randy, let's because with the nature of your work is very sales driven, right?
Yeah.
Let's say like one of your coworkers was working this one customer for like 45 minutes, and then like he had to go. Something else came up, and he had to walk away, and you came in and like vultured the sale.
Okay.
For that example, and then he'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck? I've been like talking to that client for 45 minutes. It's just
Okay,
business,
yeah.
man. I took the commission, like kind of like that, right? Like it's
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
business.
think that's what it
I
means.
get
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So taking credit, or that's the same thing as
like vulturing shit off like a coworker or some shit.
Like sharking?
Yeah,
Game Shark.
yeah. Somebody like say you're commission based or something. Somebody just vultured or sharked your sale that you've been working. I'd be pretty choked. I'd be honest with you, dude. What
Yeah,
the
that
fuck?
makes
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed.
Well, no, like the sales environment.
I've never done it.
It definitely like it depends, man. Because for some situations, it's like, well, you were talking to this person and you didn't close them. I walked in and now I've closed them.
So Randall definitely sharked somebody.
I've sharked for sure, but those days are done. So, anyways, I feel like we should move on to the next one.
Number 49. If you give someone your word, fucking keep it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that's 100%.
That's true.
100%.
That's my ninja way.
Yeah. So
Dot
wait, has
down.
anybody violated this at one point?
Yeah, of course, 100%. Every single one of us has.
Yeah.
I agree.
I can't think
Only
of
when it
anything
comes
off the
to
top of my head,
females.
but I would be ignorant to say that I'd never broken that rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything like canceling or just like bailing out on stuff.
Yeah.
Like me
That's
showing up
it.
to the Christmas party 2017.
Harsh.
I didn't even show up to the city.
Harsh.
It's true.
Our other friends showed up,
I didn't show up to the party.
but at a different party.
Not our party. No.
Was that 49?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
49.
shit,
Oh,
I'm
we're
the
on the
last
last
one.
one. No.
It doesn't make it's like number 50. Any violation of any of these rules constitutes an ass beating.
Nope.
No.
Disciplinary. Well, we all broke it, so we all get to beat each other ass.
Yeah, beat that
Beat
ass.
that
Yes,
ass,
boy.
Beat that ass, boy.
But that-
back it up.
To go into conclusions about this list or whatever guy or bro code you've ever read,
I think
it's situational for sure.
For
And
sure.
I think
Yeah.
everybody at least broke like more than one, of course.
I think that there's some rules that shouldn't apply and some rules that should apply, and there's some rules that we have as a group and as a collective that aren't even on this list.
Yeah.
And I think that the guy code is AKA a moral like bonding
Right.
of and integrity of like what we or how much we care about each other.
Yeah. And like
Um,
even if we do violate it, like the relationships we have with whatever is we can like go through those situations but still overcome it and still remain
Depending.
like bros, right? It depends on whatever.
It's all, honestly, it's all situational. You can't just like.
We've had bros in and out, man. That's a tough like.
But I believe we have this core group of like 4 or 5 guys that have been here.
right.
So
And we go through a bunch of situations with each other. So like like the codes are there and it's like good reading them and going over them. And, like,
I think it's a good guideline, but it's never always just
honestly,
You
clear.
get to abide by
There's
it.
been so many of us that have actually been like in and out of each other's lives.
right. Yeah.
Months at a time, years at a time. And it's crazy how like after years or months that we can still mend them, and it's yeah, it honestly, it's all situational, and I think it just depends on how much we care about each other and all that stuff. So,
any last words from anybody? Anyone want to say anything? So let's get into social media plugs. Jericho
Follow Team Developmental
on
Instagram. And follow me on Vero.
Vero. What's
But
your Vero?
I don't even know how to search people on Vero though.
You gotta look at their name and type it in. Anyway,
Yeah.
Randall.
Okay, if you're into garbage weightlifting and cool knives and sometimes okay shoes, go to Gavinalicious on my Instagram account. But probably more respectable, search me up on PubMed. Yeah, like reference Kenneth Gavina, and you'll see some really cool research with like malaria diagnostics.
Hey. You know, Kendall Guinto doesn't want to give away his social medias, and he's private.
I'm
anyways,
private.
so it's all G. So,
You can try to follow me, I'll accept it.
Probably
or
won't
not.
accept.
So
I
for
have
me,
to know you though.
right. So for me, follow me on Instagram, Keeping Up with the Car, Snapchat, Carry Karry, UETREY. Follow me on Castbox. This is the podcast will be a Castbox, iTunes, Podbean at guintobros.podbean.com, and subscribe and like to each one of those platforms. And if you want to hear us more, tune in next week or tomorrow. We have an episode tomorrow coming.
Oscar predictions.
So this is the Guinto Bros and the guys who fuck with us, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.